Hi everyone, Piotr speaking. In this video I would like to share with you my thoughts on the currency pairs I trade the most. So let's begin with the Euro USD, and on the daily chart I have a count. This is an A, B, C in my opinion. So this is in a B wave. We had an A wave, there's a B wave, and most probably we are in a C wave to the upside in order to complete the fourth corrective wave based on this downward movement. This is a big downward movement with a third wave ended here at the bottom, and this is an A, B, and a C wave, which will be a correction for this downward movement, a fourth wave correction in my opinion. As long this low withhold, of course. This upward move looks like a strong move to the upside, which I count as a 1. And as you can see here, I have a B. This is most probably a C wave to the downside, which ended at the typical FIBO levels for a C wave, for a corrective waves, which is 125.27.2 or 138.2. Okay, in this area, and it's in a channel, so it's within a channel. Okay, so it was not able to break out of this channel. We can see it here. It was moving around this lower boundary line, but it stayed within the channel. The level, the corrective level, like 50 or 61.80, has not been reached yet, and this movement here, this here, looks like a correction as well. So I counted. This is an A, B, C. This is an A. This is probably A, B, and C. This will be a B wave, and then will be a C wave to the upside. So in this situation, I will count it as an WXY. Okay, so a double correction, would allow the market to reach the FIBO 50 or 61.80 on or slightly deeper. Important is that the market will not break below that low. Okay, should it happen, the count is incorrect. But coming back to the higher time frames, the monthly chart, we have on the monthly chart correction, and this is a 5 wave to the downside. So 3, 3, 5 most probably. The market respected a trend line and respected a channel lines which are placed on this chart as well. So, and the market is trying to end the move at the typical corrective FIBO levels as well. So that is the reason I think the market is trying to end the move around those levels here. This is not done yet because we have to count these movements on the daily chart still. But should it be completed as a C wave to the upside, then we can expect another downward move in order to complete the whole movement to the downside. The market reacted to the channel lines I have placed before very accurately, and we may count this upward movement, or we may expect it as a movement in a diagonal. Okay, so in that case, I will have a 1, 2, 3, and a fourth wave, which will enter into the price territory of the wave 1. Okay, and then there will be another move to the upside. This A wave was not able to reach typical FIBO level for a fourth corrective wave, and even at that time I said most probably the market will try to reach that level. And this may happen in this upward move very soon. If you analyze the candlesticks, we have a very strong candlestick here. We have another green one here. We are below the Bollinger Middle Band, and that one, which is a red one, it's not that strong. Okay, it's a red candle, but most probably it's a reaction. It's a correction. Okay, so this is most probably this. It is this downward movement. Okay, which looks like a correction. Should it be completed, I will be looking for the long position to follow that move 1, 2, and 3 to the upside. Let's switch to the Great Britain Pound USD. I trade this currency as well. In my opinion, A, B, and a C. So this is an A, probably a bigger A. This is a 335 W. This is a 3 as a X wave. So this is an X. This is a 535 Y. This is another 335. So this is a second X, double X. This is a 535. This is either a 1 in a diagonal, or this is this will be a Z wave. This is a 5, 3, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a diagonal. So two alternative counts here in this final move. Either this is a 1, 2, ABC 3, ABC 4, and ABC 5. The market has already reached FIBO levels which are typical for a B wave. I mean 70% of this upward move. Or the market may try to reach levels like 95%. Okay, in that case, this downward move will develop further to the downside. So this is what we have to consider. You can see divergence on this market as well with a MACD indicator. Okay, so the market is making lower lows, and the MACD indicator is making higher lows. Okay, so this is already visible as well on this chart. Should this market break that low, the count is probably incorrect. Okay, but as long this low is intact, I will count it the way I have shown. One of my favorites currency pair is the Japanese yen, Great Britain Pound Japanese yen. That's the weekly chart. On a weekly, we have a strong red candle, which is about to reach the Bollinger lower band and the moving average 100. So this is an area where the market may have some issues with falling down. Okay, there might be some reactions at that level, despite this strong red candle. Okay, on the daily chart, of course, this red candle will probably make some downward pressure, and the market will try to sell this market. But if you consider the counts here, according to the Elliott, this looks like an A, B, and a C wave, which is now around 127 or 138.20 FIBO level, FIBO areas, and those levels are very typical for a corrective waves to end, and at the same time we are at that lows. Okay, and if I consider this A, B, and a C movement as an A, I may consider this ABC as a B wave. So I can expect a reversal in that area and another C wave to the upside in order to complete the structure. Initially, I was thinking about a stronger downward move here, but if you consider the way the market went down here, it's not a strong move, especially in that area. Okay, you don't have a strong candles here, like in that move here. Okay, so that is the reason I think this is not a C wave or an impulse to the downside. It's more probably a correction as a B wave. I have a count for that on a 3 hours chart. So this is an A, this is an B, and this is most probably 1, 2, 3. That was a fourth wave here, and this is the final fifth wave in an ending expanding diagonal. As long the market is not able to break that line or break and reverse, for me this is an expanding ending diagonal. And in the same time, as already mentioned, typical FIBO levels for a corrective structures. So for the time of being, I have to look for a reversal in that areas. Okay, should I have a reversal, most probably I will go long. It will take time, of course, because of that strong candle and because of that weekly candle, which indicate a downward trend and which indicate a selling pressure. But on the other hand, should the market not be able to break strongly further to the downside, I think that the scenario I have already presented is more likely. Alternatively, initially at the beginning, I had a A, B, and a C wave, expecting a C wave to the downside here, and this is a 61.80 of that movement, of that downward movement. The market may try to touch it, okay, but this internal count is for me not that clear. Okay, it's more like an ABC structure than a typical 5 wave in a C wave. I have also shown this support line, which is broken, and you may place the same line on a daily chart, and on a daily chart this is already broken and retested most probably. On the weekly it's not retested yet, so we may have some retesting in that area. In that case the market may go up and retest this area as well, and it happens quite often that the market goes from a Bollinger upper band to the Bollinger lower band, make a correction, and then continue the downward move or the upward move. Okay, so I think that's all from my side. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your time.